Recording in progress. Oh, I always love to hear that. Recording in progress. Yes. Oh, wow. Everybody's in here already. Yes. 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 Everybody in the house. Choo, 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 choo. Approve. Guys, you can record, you can note take, you can do whatever. This is for us. This is not for me. How are you guys doing? Oi, meu amor. Good to have you all here. You guys hang on in there. We're
Oi,
going to
mano.
start in a second. So fun. Natalie, are we going to have the pleasure of seeing your beautiful face working out today? Vanessa, welcome, Vanessa. Hi, Cindy. Can you guys hear me well? Give me thumbs up, hearts, something. The cats can hear me well, apparently.
The cats think you're talking to them. That's what's going on.
I know, right? They think they are the main character in my life. They actually are. They take over everything. Awesome. Okay, let's get this party started. Because we came here to move. We ought to move. Hi, Anne. My beautiful friend.
Hi.
Are you sore?
My quads are sore. Yes.
Yes. That gives me joy in life. You did such a beautiful post yesterday. That was beautiful. Thank you so much. I kept thinking about it, how, because it hit me too. And I said, like, damn, like, I usually don't have 5 minutes to eat. I mean, I do, I don't take the time. Even this morning, I was training Kelly and I was talking to her, because that's something that we all need to. It's a common denominator amongst all of us. Basically, can you see my face? Let me do like this. Let me hold a squat while we talk. And it's so important. Like when you start changing that perspective on just putting your health first in a way that it really don't stop your life. It doesn't hurt your business. It just adds up. Hi, Dara. Like Cindy said yesterday, it's just a huge wake up call. Health really needs to be your first priority, and after that, all the other things are going to fall in place. And it sucks that a lot of times we need to lose our health first to take care of it, but not anymore. We're going to take care of it. Okay, ladies, we're going to do some upper body today, right? Are you excited? Who want to take care of this? Yeah. Yeah. Let's go. So here's what we're gonna do. Step back a little bit. I really need to figure out some music for tomorrow. I can't. If I don't put music, I'm gonna start singing. I don't think you want to see that. Okay, here's what we're gonna do. We're just gonna start swinging our arms a little bit. One of the things that is most important when you're thinking about getting your body right for movement is you can't just go from a place where you're sitting down and are being static and start moving with weights. You really need to get your body ready. That's why a lot of times I like to do like maybe a 5 to 10 minute little gentle cardio session. Either you're walking on a treadmill, you're riding a bike, but something that get your blood flowing, your body moving. Okay, now arms up and down. That is so important because just like anything in life, let me tell you this. When you get in the shower, you don't just throw the shower state of you, do you? Nobody does that. We all turn the shower on and then it's like, tee, 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 we get ready. Okay, now, opposite. So that's what we need to do when we're working out. We need to get our bodies ready for it. Hi, boo boo. Ooh. And what we're doing with this is just we're increasing blood flow. We're making sure our joints are ready for movement. We're making sure our muscles are ready for movement. Ow, this feels good, right? I can feel a little bit of tightness on my shoulders. I bet you can feel something too. Okay, now I'm gonna move to one side. Ooh. A little bit of movement on our spine, in our back, our core. This feels like I'm a kid again. You know when you're a kid and you're just doing this? Oh, it feels so good. Beautiful. Just a little bit more, increasing that blood flow. Amazing. Now we're going to do some big circles. First, rotating them forward. Let me fix that camera. I think that camera's a little too low. Nice. Big circles. Amazing. Ow. Yeah, and switch it up. Do you hear noises in your joints like I do? My joints are like very communicative. Let's just put it that way. It's like karap, karap, karap. Ooh, very good, very good. I feel like we have. Do you feel the difference when you move a little bit before you exercise? That's why a lot of people they get injured. They just grab the weight. Oh, no, you need to prepare your muscles. Like I can already feel blood flow going through my veins on my muscles. I can feel like my heart rate a little bit faster. That's when you need to get ready for it. Okay, so we're gonna get now. Do you have some dumbbells by you? Some weights, like some water bottles, some things. Grab like a light to medium dumbbells. Let's get this party started. What's up, Graham? Ready? Perfect. So here's what we're going to do. We're going to start with some gentle lateral raises. How I want you to do this. The lateral raise. Oh, we have Miss Kelly Roach in the house. The lateral raise is going to come from your elbows. Okay, so you're going to drive from your elbows, not super lateral, but a little bit forward, a little bit at an angle. And what the most important thing about that is posture. You don't want to do it with your legs extended when you're like, you don't have any posture, any resistance. You want to legs a little bit wide. You want to soften your knees a little bit. And you want to do the movement nice and controlled, okay? Let's try it out. Dumbbells on your hands and go. Up and down. Few of the things that we did yesterday, if you can remember, is once we turn the muscles on, we don't turn them off, right? So we try to make sure they are constantly moving. Beautiful. And you can slow down a little bit. Amazing. We're going to talk a little bit about today with training after we're done working out. Oof. I don't know about you, but mine is heavy already. How time under tension, meaning the time that your muscles are contracting, how it makes a huge difference. Hang on, keep going. Let me check you closer. Yes, and a big important thing is you need to figure out like, what are we trying to work? Which muscles? We're trying to work this shoulders right here, this part of the body. So if you're feeling your quads doing that, there's something wrong. But if you're feeling like this getting warm and burning and everything, you're right. Come on, you can do this. 2 more. 2. Last one. Beautiful. Now put those weights down. Yes, we're going to go down to the ground. Knees on the floor. And we're going to do some push-ups. Hands on hands, shoulder width apart. And you're going to bring your body down and up. But Amanda, I didn't rest after my last exercise. That's the goal. The goal is to combine exercises that are working similar muscles so we can get a double activation. Yes. Good job, Anne. I only see your head there, but I'm trusting you're doing a great job. Hi, Kelly. Beautiful. The goal here.
Hey, Amanda, this is Cindy. I have a question.
Tell me.
How many reps do you do for these on each exercise?
That's a great question that we're going to talk about on the talk today, but I can give you a little sneak peek. As long as it takes, as many as you can handle it. Yeah, until like your arms are like falling apart. Good job, Dara. You can stop right now. Because the goal of the exercise is get to muscle fatigue. We're going to really talk about this later today. The goal is not to do 12 reps, 15 reps, 10 reps. Muscles don't really understand how that works. Muscles understand saturation. When we talk about fatigue, muscle fatigue is We want to get to the point that, yeah, it feels exactly like that. Like there's like, ah, that's the goal. The goal is not doing 12 reps. I'm like, okay, I'm done. The goal is, I'm going to tell a little secret. Shh, Instagram, don't hear that. Kelly, close your eye, close your ears. Julie, close your ears. Most of the times I don't count. I kind of pretend I count, but I don't count. I kind of know how many reps kind of I want my clients to do, but I keep checking how their muscles are reacting. Because it's not about, once again, oh, do 12, do 15 reps. That's like a guidance. That's not a rule. That's not a hard rule. Shh, Ellie, I told you to close your ears. But the goal is that to get to the fatigue. So if in my mind, I'm saying, like, for example, I'm telling Kelly this morning, like, oh, I have her doing, okay, 15 reps. But by rep 15, I feel that she's full of energy and her muscles are behaving better. You're damn right. I'm going to add 5 more and pulses at the end. And I keep adjusting. So whenever, let's say, for these lateral raises here, my goal is to do around 12 to 15 reps. If by rep 15, I feel nothing, or I feel like I can do like 5 more reps, by all means do that. Because the goal is to keep pushing the muscle to fatigue, not a complete fatigue. I don't want you to like go all out on the first exercise, but on every set, you're trying to get your muscles like 2 reps out from like, I'm done. That's the goal. That's the trick. I said I was going to talk just a little bit, and it's the whole thing. Geez, Cindy, you got that.
Yeah, no, the reason, and here's why I'm asking, because if I'm wondering, does it
Just a
really
second, my
make a
love.
difference,
Ladies,
like
just a
2
second.
extra
Grab the
reps?
dumbbells so we can start the next set while Cindy finishes her question. Let's go. Go ahead, my love. Sorry to interrupt you.
Oh yeah, no, go ahead.
Let's go. Go ahead. I'm
So
listening.
does like, do 2 extra reps really matter, because sometimes it's only 2 that really pushes me, and
Yeah.
I'm thinking, is that really enough?
Half a rep matters.
Okay, good. All right.
Yeah, because it's not just about that exercise. It's about every day. If you do half a rep extra, you get stronger. And the following week, you're going to be able to lift more weights. Lift from your shoulders, from your elbows, ladies. So half a rep matters. Even if at the end you can do another rep, but you can hold for 5 seconds, it matters because you're pushing the threshold for your muscles. Let me tell you a second. We have 5 more, ladies. If you think about compound interest in investments, right? Jeez. 2 more, just a second. If you think about finances, it's easier to compare with money. Let's go down to the ground and do our push-ups. If you invest $100 a day, that's amazing, right? You're going to get such a big return on investment. Well, what if you could only invest 50 cents a day? Would that still be worth it within 10 years? You're damn right it would. So that's the comparison. Little add-ons, they compound. I don't care how little it is. We talk about a total volume of workout, which is sets times reps times volume times time under tension. Good job, Ann. Good job. Rest for 5 seconds and get back on the track. All those things matter. My shoulders are burning. I don't know about yours. Ow. Oh, how many more? As many as we can. Let's go. Hi, Carmen. Come on, we can push 3 more. I want to see those arms shaking. Good job, ladies. That was awesome. You can take a break now. Exactly like that, Dara. How does that feel? They're done, right? Exactly. So you see how you're feeling? Go ahead.
Ouch.
Please give me that. I like that feeds my soul. Give me some ouch, some ah. But that's exactly how you should see the
I'll take
difference.
myself off of mute so you could hear me cry.
Yes, please. Oh, fill my cup, baby. But that's what it takes. You see, like we're already working out. You're already going to the gym. You're already doing all those things. But it's that last little bit of effort you're missing at the end of a workout because we don't know. We're not trained to go beyond what's comfortable. Our body rejects it. It's natural. Our body thinks preservation. Our body thinks comfort. Our body thinks like, I don't want to spend energy. Our body thinks survival. Our brain, actually. But what we need to know is like, ooh, when it hurts, the thought that I want you to have is like, can I do one more rep with good form? I never want you to jeopardize form, okay? Because that's not where we're going. Can I do one more rep with good form? And if yes, then do it. And okay, am I want you to stop just because it hurts or because I physically can't do any more reps? I know I sound like a crazy lady, but it works. How's those shoulders feeling? Good? Amazing. You can step up back on the track. Now we're going to do a little bit of bicep. One of the biggest complaints I got from all my ladies, like 60 and plus, is we start getting some like crepey skin here. Is that right? All the cats going crazy. Crepey. I always thought it was creepy, but it's crepey. Compliments from your Brazilian trainer. And one of the ways we can work that out is eating lots of protein, making sure your collagen is right, hydrating the skin, all those things. But if you're going to improve the aspect of your skin, the best way to do it is pushing against the skin with muscle. So we're going to work on some biceps right now. Here's what I want you to do. You're going to get stable, right? So same thing. I never want to see you knees locked in. Soften your knees, engage your core. We're going to have an amazing, core workout tomorrow. Please don't miss it. I'm going to unlock every single core activation you need to know for this. But what I want you to do is after you're locked and loaded, you're going to come up with a dumbbell, but you're going to take 3 seconds to come down. You can do them both at the same time, okay, my love? I'm just using one to demonstrate. Yeah. If it's like I have those big dumbbells too, what you can do is because it's hard to hold them like this, you can do like that. It's called a hammer curl. So you can put your hands facing each other and do them like this. Yeah. So what we're doing right here, one other technique that I like to use a lot is, especially when you're working with lighter dumbbells, which is not this case, I'm going to drop this up because I'm not crazy, is we're trying to work what I was talking about, a little bit of time under tension, which is we don't need a lot of weight necessarily. Sometimes it's good, but we can compensate little weight with time under tension. So anything that is easy for you to do fast, I challenge you to do it slow and see how it goes. Is your biceps burning already? Because mine are. Woo! See the difference that it makes? Like you're not doing anything wrong. You just don't know the right things to do. And just little dirty little secrets that we learn within years of doing this, how to maximize your workout and to make sure that all the effort you're putting at the gym is paying off. Can you do one more? And then we're going to go halfway down and hold. So I want you to hold right here. Whoo! Come on, either here or here, however you like it. Hold. Now, if it's too easy, probably because you're pushing your elbows back, push your elbows forward and hold for 5. Engage that core. 4, 3, 2. Yeah. Give it to me. All of those. A little bit different than how you used to work out. Are you learning something?
Yeah, I'm honestly, for me, I'm just getting back in the groove. I used to be pretty diligent and been slacking for a while. So waking my muscles back up, that's for sure.
Yes, wake them up, baby. And that's the thing, actually, that I think, it was probably Saturday. I was having a conversation with 3 clients that day. All 3 of them had the same complaint that like, oh, I'm just restarting. Like I slacked. I let myself go. And I even did a post about it. I'm like, we do that all the time and it's normal. Like we're cyclical beings, us women especially.
Yeah.
Like we work in cycles. You can't.
I heard your post. And I was like, I saw your post the other day and I was like, it was great because I was like, you know what? apparently I needed that rest. But you know what? Like, I love it because the muscle memory, like, you feel it
Yeah.
once you start getting back into it, So it's good. I feel great.
Amazing. And also like one thing that I literally changed my mind a few years ago that it got me out of that funk of thinking like, oh, I'm slacking, I'm doing bad, like I'm not doing good enough. It's like, okay, using my slow season as the best recovery I can because when I start again, it's like I start from a better perspective. And what I mean by that is, okay, I'm working a lot, so I'm gonna use that time to increase my metabolic rate, which is means like how many calories I can have on a rest day. I'm going to use that to rest and I'm going to use that to grow my business, whatever it is. Once it's game on, it's game on, but it was not a wasted season. It was like just a different season of preparation. So it's just understanding and you can jiggle all the balls at the same time. You just have to choose a few balls, maybe two balls at a time, leave another one there, and it's go time. And how's it going? Tight quads?
Yeah, just stretching them.
That's a good stretch. Okay, girls, we're gonna do one more for the biceps. Grab those weights again. Let's get them ready. Ooh, yeah, feel the blood flowing. I love this. Let's go. Remember, fast coming up, slow coming down. Good. Go. Count 3, 2, 1, and up again. 3, 2, 1. Beautiful. And if they are even like too light, you can even come up with them slow. Like if I was working here like maybe 5 pound dumbbells, I'll just go slow and slow down. Slow up. These cats are on another level today. Look at them. Me and my zoo. To the burn. What I want you to think also is while you're doing that is we're so used to think about movement up and down, up and down, up and down. I don't want you to think that. I want you to think contract, relax. It's not you going up and down. It's like I'm making my biceps shorter and I'm making them stretch. When you think about the muscle contraction, that's the whole thing that everybody talks about, mind muscle connection. Shake it, baby. Mind muscle connection is that. It's not just you thinking about your groceries while you're curling. Is you thinking, oh, contract and extend. It's just a simple detail that makes your workout so much harder. Let's go, baby. I think we can do 3 more. I know I stopped and I give a little lecture. I use all those tricks in my favor. I know. That's just a teacher privilege. Go up and now you're going to hold them halfway. Right here, right here. Come on, hold it, hold it, hold it. Right here. Now, if it gets too easy, push those elbows forward just a little bit. Let them shake. It's our last set for biceps. Come on, bear with me. For 5 and 4 and 3. Jeez. 2 and done. Ow. Ay, ay, ay. How's those arms feeling? Good stuff? Mm-hmm. Ready to get a little bit more action in it? Or are they feeling like noodles by now?
Oh,
Noodles. That's okay. We like noodles. So we worked our shoulders first. Then we worked our biceps. Now we're going to go to triceps. And like I said, I think Cindy asked yesterday, how many sets for each exercise? Or is it Julie? I think it was Julie. It really depends. Like here, where I'm trying to push you through all the muscle groups so you can be really cognizant and understanding, be really connected to which muscle will work instead of just going through a workout. Because the more you know about your body, the more you're like connected to what's happening here, the more you can prevent muscle loss, fat gain, like you see yourself. I think a lot of things that happen to most of us is like we're so disconnected from ourselves that like one day when you wake up, you're like, oh my gosh, what happened? I gained 15 pounds and I didn't notice. Is because you're disconnected from your body. If you're connected, you're constantly understanding. Like I try to step ahead of what's happening with my body. Like I see a gray hair here, I'm like, okay, I'll let you slide. If I see 10, I'm like, okay, shit's going down. I need to figure that out. Or, simple things in your body. If I see like my knee hurts one day, okay, that's kind of normal. If my knee hurts 10 days in a row, like this is an issue that needs to be addressed. So it's just about being really connected to your body. My lovely ladies, grab those dumbbells again. So for this one, ideally, I want you to have like maybe 5 to 10 pounds on each hand, and we're gonna do triceps. The thing that we're gonna work on, same posture that we did for the biceps, I wanna make sure you are not full steady, hips forward though. Soften your knees, engage the core, so bring the belly button in. Arms are gonna go above your head, can you see me? And I want you to bring those dumbbells down as much as you can. See all this range of motion here? And bring it back up. Constant motion. What we want trying to achieve here is that same trick with range of motion. If you do a shorter muscle, a shorter path, you're not gonna hurt yourself, but you're leaving so many gains on in store. We want to make sure like we do this movement as wide as possible. Soften your knees in. Get a little bit more solid, a little more grounded to the floor. Ooh, and extend that arm as much as you can at the top. Ooh! How's that working? Is it burning already? A little bit, little bit. Give me 3, 2. After this one, you're gonna drop one dumbbell on the floor. And you're gonna hold just one by the sides like this. We're gonna do the same thing. Let's go. Shh. Shh. Let's go. As deep as you can. Yeah, when you get at the top, make sure you squeeze that arm. You feel that big like contraction on your muscles. Lovely jubbly. All right. Almost done, almost done. And 5. I think that was the lightest one we've done today. I need to change that. 2 more. Ta-da! That was on the easier side, I can tell.
No,
Yes.
no.
Your mouth can tell me something, but your muscles tell me differently. You might think it was difficult, but your muscles are saying like we can handle more. So here's what I'm gonna challenge you to do. I know what we're gonna do. We're gonna pre-exhaust our muscles before we go back to the triceps. Remember that those push-ups actually, no, we're not gonna do push-ups. And you have the couch. Dara, do you have a chair there that you can use close by?
I do.
Yeah, maybe even
I
that
do.
seems like that little green thing by you can use. So here's what we're gonna do.
Mhm.
We're gonna do some bench dips. The goal is gonna be pre-exhaust our triceps and then get back to the tricep extension, okay? Because that's gonna feel so delicious. So ladies, hands right here on the bench. I want feet grounded on the floor. If you're too badass, you can extend your legs like this. And you're gonna come down and up. Let me get more here so you can see me better. Butt down and up. Beautiful. When you come up, I don't want to see this, okay? Keep your hips down, pointing straight to the ground. Go as deep as you can. This is gonna feel very uncomfortable if you have tight shoulders, but hang with me.
Oh,
Good for you. Tell me what's happening.
that one bothers my rotator cuff a little bit.
Little bit, yeah, maybe a little too deep for that.
Maybe on the floor. Maybe if I sit on the floor and do
On
it.
the floor for you would be better, do a push-up, a close grip push-up, because anything you do deep-wise, that's gonna be a big extension on your rotator cuff. Yeah, if you have any
Okay,
previous
so
injury,
try that. Okay.
go for it. And you
Yeah.
keep going, I'm
Okay.
watching you.
Yeah, I was just resting there. My shoulders are tight.
Yeah, then don't go that deep. Go to your limit where you feel like it's a stretch, but it's not a pull. There you go. Like what we were talking about yesterday, it's really important to understand the difference, and that is only going to come with time. Understand the difference between the pain that is normal from exercise or from stretch or from weakness, from the pain that is injury driven. Like, you just know, I feel like there's also not enough work to be done with women to understand and rely on what they know about their bodies, but they don't quite understand it. Because a lot of times something's not right. Like Dara said, like this is bad for my rotator cuff, and said like this is too much for my shoulders. You just know. You don't need to know how to explain it. Trust me, from a professional, some things happen to my body. I don't know how to explain it. Just know it is. And even with my clients, like I see sometimes a client and I start training them, and I just know that doesn't sit right with them at the day. It's time to move. Like you should know when to stop and when to pull and trust your instincts. Okay. Don't ever let a trainer tell you you can go harder if you feel deep in your gut that you really shouldn't, because it's your body, inner wisdom telling you now. This is a stop for now. You can try it later, some other day, but for now it's a stop. Okay? Let's go back to the triceps. Let's go. Oh, bring them up. Bring them up. Bring them up. Ow. You should feel now your triceps really like pre-fatigued, pre-exhausted. Ow, you're gonna feel them so deliciously activated right now. Good job, my loves. Good job. As low as you can bring it down, okay? The good trick that you can use in your workout. Ow! Drop one on the floor and keep up with just one there. Yes. Go for it, loves. Is when the movement is easy, go slower. When the movement is hard, go fast. Like for example, it's super easy coming down, right? You're not doing anything, just gravity. So slow down the movement as much as you can. Up fast, slow on the way down. Boom. It's our last set, ladies. Come on, come on, come on. Let's count at least 10 more, right? 10. If it burns, let it burn, baby. Engage your core, fix that posture, breathe through it. Inhale coming out, exhale coming up. And 5 more. Oh, yeah, I don't know how to count. Don't ever catch me on my counting because it's kind of accurate, but most of the time not. One more. Okay, see? I trust you more than I trust myself with counting. Good job, lady.
Yeah, you counted like 15 there.
Well, it just shows that you could do more than I thought you could. Good job, ladies. That was so nice. How your body's feeling? Noodle arms?
Sore.
Noodle arms, noodle legs. Tomorrow we're gonna get noodle abs. Now we're gonna get hard, rock solid abs. Ladies, you can catch some water, put the dumbbells aside. We're gonna get to your favorite part of the call, which is you can sit down and just listen to me chatter and watch my cats go crazy in the background. How did that feel? Good? Feels good, right? Man, like
Yeah.
working out.
That felt good.
Talk to me.
Yeah, like I didn't really know my muscles. Like I felt the muscles in my back
Which
as
part of
I
your
was
back?
moving my arms, like the upper back.
Good. That's good.
Yeah. I said, oh, you woke them up.
Well, the thing is, our muscles are all connected, right? So, let's say, sometimes if you're tight or something, let's say you're doing the tricep extension, you are activating your lats right here, this part of your back. So it's just sometimes you're going to, like you said, wake up certain muscles that weren't necessarily the primary mover of. Let me take care of this cat. The primary mover of that certain exercise, but they're still part of it because they are stabilizing. So whenever you're here, just lifting your arm up, see, like it's visual, like your back already gets activated. So they're not moving, but they're stabilizing your shoulder because your shoulder blade's here. It's stabilizing your shoulder. So that is great. It's like everything waking up, everything activated, everything connected. Anybody else would like to say anything else about our our workout? Any observations, any questions before we get down to business?
I have a question.
Tell me, my love.
I have a question. This is a question I have always had. When you are working out,
Mm-hmm.
isn't is it better to have your focus fully on your body instead of, for instance, like listening to a podcast or, talking to people? Isn't it better to kind of put some instrumental music or something like that and be totally focused on the body? That has been my question for a long time.
100%. Yeah, the one of the most dangerous things you can do is is how can I put that? Disconnected lifting, if we can say that, is you're just going through the motions, you're just performing a movement. You can do that. Let's say if you're out on a run, if you're doing cardio, you do that precisely to disconnect. You don't want to be there. You want to be somewhere else. You're running, your endorphins, dopamine is hitting. You don't need to think about running. I'm not talking about like a performance run. I'm talking about a leisure casual jog. When you're in the gym and your goal is building muscle, that does require a lot of attention. One, because you want to make sure your posture is right. You want to make sure you're not like triggering a muscle that shouldn't be triggered. You want to make sure like your lower back is not like jacked up, and you want to make sure you're paying attention to your body, what your body is saying. And the best thing is to concentrate. Like I I can rarely lift listening to a podcast or listening to something that requires my mental attention, because you're activating two different systems. You're requiring attention for your muscles and you're requiring attention for your brain. I don't think you can pay attention to two things at the same time. As much as we're women, badass women that are so used to multitasking, I think one or the other is going to get jeopardized. You're either not going to pay attention to whatever you're listening, or you're not going to pay attention to your workout. I would absolutely recommend music, anything like that, that you're just like, you're not paying attention, it's just there. It puts you in your trance. And for some people, it's going to be classical. For some people, it's going to be electronic. For some people, it's going to be samba. So whatever you want that puts you in that state of like performance, but activated cognitively, but not to the point that you have to like absorb information. Let's put it that way. Make sense?
Makes total sense. Makes total sense. I asked because I forgot about this, but you guys started talking in the middle, right?
Mm-hmm.
Like there was a question, and I couldn't pay attention to my body, so I put it in silence
Yeah.
because I think that when I started paying attention, my arm started going wrong. And I
Mm-hmm.
thought, wow, that's an interesting thing to ask.
It's so true, and that's also like we can even extend a little bit on your question. There's a big drive on some of the gyms. Bonjour, Audrey, to talk about mirrors in gyms, because they say like it makes people self-conscious or everything. I'm the contrary. I think mirrors are amazing because you need to look at yourself, not only because like we're constantly doing a work of self-love and self-acceptance, and understand that that perfect image that we see and that we have, that's bullshit, that's non-existent. But like really loving ourselves, but from the perspective of like just a perfect movement and awareness of your body, you need to see what you're doing. Like my gym here in Miami, it doesn't have a lot of mirrors, and it sucks because I'm doing a squat. I'm literally looking at other people. That is distracting. I want to look at myself. I want to see like how my posture, how's like my core, like am I even balanced? Am I tilting to some other side? So I think that's really important, to be present where you are and be there and pay attention. Extremely, extremely important. Any more questions, comments? Let's get this party started, ladies. So today we're going to talk about that. We're going to talk about training. Like yesterday, we talked about mindset, the importance of it, how it really dictates everything. Today, we're going to talk about this training. Can you see my screen? My double bicep flexing. I have such a fun time. Like, I don't know about you, but I'm just silly as it can be. Some of you know me a little bit better. I'm just silly, stupid. I'm like on fifth grade forever. I just have so much fun doing what I do because for me, life is about, just having fun. So what I want to talk to you about training today is where I'm not here to go technical. I'm not here to tell you what volume of training is, what, load should it be, what is like a perception of effort. Like that is all taken care of inside the program. What I'm here to talk to you about is the little nuances you need to change in your perception with training in order to understand what's going to be the difference maker for you. And the difference maker is going to be how you train and how you see training for us after 40. So I know one of the things that when I started, getting a little bit wiser in this life after making so many mistakes and understanding how life works, I understood that women, like the gym is full of women. And if you ask someone, you ask any random woman, like, oh, have you been working out? Have you been taking care of herself? The answer most likely is going to be like, yeah, I've been working out all my life. I've been dieting all my life. I've been trying to take care of my health all my life. So where's the disconnect? Like, why are we not showing the results for the work we're putting? And it's because of that. Because first of all, the efforts that most women are putting out there, they're not combined into a protocol that works together and pulls you into one direction. A lot of times you have one effort this direction, another effort in this direction. So guess what's happened when you have two efforts in opposite directions? You're going to get stuck. And a lot of times you're just doing things that we're talking about, paying attention to what you're doing. You're just going to the gym to go. You're just going to a class and you're just there going up and down, doing burpees for no reason and paddling and doing the stuff. But there's no active, precise goal that you're trying to achieve. Look, I broke my nail yesterday, but work injury. So that's why you don't see results. So you need to be precise and you need to understand that when you have a clear goal with training and a specific protocol, things will start moving. And that's exactly that same thing we're talking about. You show up, you do all the things, but you don't see results too much because you're simply not going into one specific direction. You're going everywhere and getting nowhere at the same time. And that is not what we want to do. I put this picture here to show you because I told you a little bit before, last year after I did my competition, I just, I fell off track. I decided I wanted to enjoy my life a little bit. I fell in love. I was, eating and dining and loving for a full year, and as happy as a kite. But, got down to the point, I'm like, okay, time to get my shit together again. And once back to the things that we talked about yesterday, that life comes in seasons. And as long as you know which season you are and you can understand, you can embrace that, you're going to be fine. Because I cannot, or how can I say, it would be very unproductive for me to expect something that I'm not putting the effort for. So if I'm whining and dining and having a glass of wine every night and ice cream and just be merry, but I'm expecting to have a six pack and 14% body fat, those two don't go together. So I just need to adjust my expectations towards my goals. Once you're able to do that, you're going to be so much more successful in your fitness journey. So I took this picture here about a month, 3 weeks ago, which is when I decided, I need to get serious about that. All this year, I've been like fine tuning here and there. I've been like, I couldn't say happily because it's not my favorite body type when I'm like a little bit higher body fat. I can live, I can be happy, blah, 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 but it's not my preference. My preference is lean, like veins, like look like a transformer. I love that, but I know it's not sustainable. But, I was managing my weight all throughout this year. Some workouts, my meals were kind of off, but still trying to hit my proteins, still trying to eat healthy. It's just how I eat now. It's not trying to eat healthy. I eat healthy. I cook most of my foods, but no, I was allowing some excess cookies, some wine, some tequila, some parties. And it shows, like, I know you can see here, like completely different than today. Like my gut is like swollen. My legs, you can't really see on this picture, but I had a lot of like cellulite deposit on my legs. That's extremely where I deposit all my fat. I had no definition in my arms, and I was okay with it. But that was a day, like I said, I'm going to start changing that. I'm going to start being more accurate. I'm going to start being more precise with what I want to get from my body. And just show you that that happens to anybody. If you're not consistent with what you do, and if you're not being diligent on your journey, you're going to get average results, back to what we are talking about yesterday. The good news is that's easy to change. I'm not saying it's easy to implement, but it's easy to change. And back to the thing we talked about on this first, we started our call yesterday, is you can't train more like a 20-year-old. You can't behave or eat more like a 20-year-old. That just simply, we can't get away with those things. I know when I was 20 and 30, I could party all weekend, drinking and burgers and cookies. And on Monday, I was swallowing. By Wednesday morning, I was fine. That is not the case anymore. I don't even want to drink that much anymore because it makes me feel bad. Like, not mentally, it's like it doesn't sit well in my stomach. I'm like, thank God to keep giving us harder digestion on things that hurt us with time, because it's really a self-protection mechanism. And also talking a little bit about the cortisol that we discussed a lot yesterday, is if you just keep pushing and pushing and pushing and pushing without an active system, without structure, without goals and metrics, it's not going to go anywhere. Most of you here are business owners or work for businesses. You know all about, where's the queen of business? Is she here? I think she's here. You know all about SOPs and metrics, and like, and how come we don't do that with our bodies? Like, our bodies is the most complex business system on earth, because there's so many different things happening. So yes, we need to take care of it as a business and make sure that we have a system, we have a goal, and we stay committed to that, regardless of the outcome initially, because we know it does take time. As we talked about again yesterday, it's not going to happen in 4 weeks. You're going to see some results in 4 weeks, but it's not going to happen like this. I'm talking about like a full year of dedication so you can establish that. But when you think of, I saw a post, it was so genius yesterday. It said something like, the second you realize that fitness is forever, you're going to stop asking yourself, how long will it take? Because truth is, this is forever. And the sooner you understand that, the better. The sooner you are able to embrace fitness in your life as something you get to do instead of something you have to do, oh, it's going to be so easy on you. Because, movement is a blessing. I don't know if any of you here had the misfortune of having to be bedridden or sick or anything that stops you from moving. It's horrible. So when you think of that you get to move and you get to enjoy your life and move your muscles and everything, it's such a blessing. And yeah, Megan, it's hard. Like, so moving is a privilege that we get. So let's go. We talked about this today at the training about heavy weights. Like, everybody tells you to lift heavy, lift heavy. What does that even mean? Lift heavy. I'm so pissed when I see like doctors and PhD or researchers and whatever saying like, women need to lift heavy. Okay, what is heavy? Why don't we explain to them? Heavy doesn't mean I'm going to get 50 pounds and lift with my biceps. That's not what it means. Lifting heavy, we associate heavy with weight. Heavy in this setup, it doesn't mean weight. It means load on the muscle. It means you need to put your muscle through enough strain that the response to it is going to be, first of all, you're going to destroy your muscle fibers so they can then rebuild stronger back together again. So heavy is not how many pounds can you lift. People are always disappointed when they come to me like, how many pounds can you squat? I'm like, not a lot, because I'm not training to lift heavy. I'm training to get my muscles to contract. I'm not a power lifter. Power lifter is those competitions where people lift a lot of weights. None of us need to do that. But what you need to learn is, with a 10-pound dumbbell, how can I make this the most effective tension stimulus on my muscle as possible. We did a few techniques of training here today. We did, and yesterday too, pulses, which is probably my favorite word in English. Pulses after you do sets, after you do reps. We did isometric hold, which means you just stop and you hold the weight there. There's no movement, but my muscles are contracted. We did a slow movement. Remember that time under tension thing? So all those things, they make the lift heavier, not by adding more weights. I don't need you to go and buy a barbell or, 45-pound plates for your home gym. It might be eventually you get to that. Let's say you've been training 2, 3 years, you become like this gym beast and you want to upgrade your home gym. That's fine. Like, I think that's amazing. But what I need you to understand is you can start what you are with what you have and still have heavy workouts. I don't know if Kelly's still here, but one day we did a full workout of her. She was at this conference and we had nothing but a chair. We did a full workout with the chair and it was fantastic. Yeah. And it just shows that you can make it happen. It's just when you understand how to activate your muscles properly, which comes down to what Adri was asking. Do we need to pay attention to what you're doing, or can we be like someone else with our mind? No, the more you can pay attention, the mind muscle connection is the realest thing that you can put your bats on when you're training. You need to think what you're doing. I'm doing a bicep curl. I can't be thinking about what time do I need to leave to pick up my kids at school or whatever. You need to think like, oh, this is hurting. Oh, the bicep is like, it's good. I feel the contraction. Yeah, a little bit more. Oh, I want to stop, but like, can I do a few more reps? I think I can. Oh, but it hurts so much. But can I physically do more reps? Yes, I can. So it's that mental game you're playing with yourself constantly to challenge your muscles to do more with less. That is, if you can figure that out, how to do more with less, your fitness game is done. Like you nailed it. You won. Kelly said, I'm going to help you stop trying to get it perfect and instead just get done and get the results. Amen, my friend. That is right. We don't need to be perfect. Nothing is perfect. Look at my home gym. Cats and dogs and you don't want to know what's behind the camera. But we do it. We do it. Okay, so that's the thing I want you to think. It's not necessarily the weight you have available, it's the muscle contraction. If you can change that game for you wherever you are, with whatever you have, with bands, with just body weight, like, you got this done. And one thing I'd love to talk about that I also don't think, I've never seen anybody talk about this here in America, honestly, is what muscle groups should women be training? I see some people talking about, but I see a lot of people saying like, yeah, women need to train like men. And there's actually a great researcher. She got famous by doing a TED talk saying like, women are not little men. And her name is Stacy Sims. She's really good. But talking that we don't need to train like men, and I'll go even further, we cannot train like men. And some people will argue like, oh, but you have the same muscles. Yes, we all have biceps, quads, butt, shoulders. We all have that, but there are biological differences. I don't care what nobody says in the world. And that's all I'm going to say about this. There are biological differences between men and women. And when I say that we need to train different muscle groups differently, I'm not even talking about aesthetics, because everybody has different aesthetics. I have a certain look that I like for my body. All my clients have different ideal looks that they're trying to achieve, and my job is to provide them that. Some women like to have broader shoulders, like having the little curve right here, and skinnier legs and tight hips. Not tight, but I mean petite. Some women like to have bigger hips, bigger legs, and small shoulders. Some women want all big, some women want all small. That's fine. I don't care about your statics. We can get it done. What I'm saying is our muscle groups, our stronger muscle groups are our lower body. Quads, everything that we trained yesterday. Quads, hamstrings, glutes. That's not only just our stronger muscle groups, but it's also our bigger muscle groups, the biggest muscle groups we have in our body. For men too, but for us, it's so much different, because if we can focus on working more lower body, the ripple effect that has all over your body hits different. I have this amazing client. She's She's super fit, super athletic, and she's always trained so much, but she's trained super heavy upper body too. And she says that when I started training her, it's been a year that we've been training together. I do virtuals with her. She said that I make her body more feminine. And once again, that is relative for all of us. I'm not getting into the merit of that. But it's when you know how to put more of your effort on the most important muscle groups, your body's going to respond better. Let's just put it that way. You're still going to get the toning that you want. You're still going to get the details that you want on your shoulders, on your back, on your abs, glutes, quads, everything. And that's what we do inside my membership, because I'm not going to put like a gazillion upper body workout for us, because we just don't need that. We need strength, we need resilience, we need strong muscles, but we don't need a lot of volume. We need to make sure that they're resilient, they're strong, your grip's strong, like your everything is nice and tight, your abs are like activated properly. But if I focus on that, that's when you get like that response. That's why I don't get upset when women come to me like, oh, I don't want to get too big, because I know that that's just a result of what the fitness industry has been doing to women all these years. You grab women to do like all those things that men have been doing all right, and that's wrong. We train differently. People make fun of me at the gym all the time. What are you training today? I'm like, legs. It's 90% of the time is legs, because that's what benefits us the most. Not only from the perspective of aesthetics, but from the perspective of health, of mobility, of strength, of overall hormone stimulation. Do you know that you activate your hormone production when you're lifting, when you're actually doing that strength training? So all those things do matter a lot, a lot. So once again, wrapping up, I'm going to try to be within time range today, but we're going to go a few minutes in. Thank you, Adri. Yeah, it does make sense. Like in Brazil, Adri is from Brazil too. You see that women, it's all about butts and legs. I don't think that's the case too. We can't just be about butts and legs, but that should be your main priority focus, because that's going to have a ripple effect on your upper body, on your back mobility, back strength. Everything works together. Effort is not the problem. The precision of your system is the precision of how you do your training program. And today we're just talking about training, but of course you can amplify that to the nutrition and to the mindset of it, how everything needs to be wrapped around in order to be effective. I think a lot of why women don't see results is like, once again, they get pulled in so many directions. And I get it. Like it's so messed up out there with the information that we have, eat eggs, don't eat eggs, eat high protein, eat plant-based, eat carnivore. Like it's just so much information, and most of them work, just not all at the same time. You need to decide, okay, this is what's best for me, and I'm going to follow this line at least for a while and make results. Once I'm in that line for 4, 6, 8 weeks, okay, let's assess the results. Is it working? Keep going. It's not working? Adjust a little bit. Okay, keep going. Oh, work, stop working, adjust again. That's how we need to do with fitness. It can't be a 4-week program and bye, I'm off. We need to change our mindsets about this. We need to change like quitting when we don't see results in 4 weeks. Doesn't mean it's not working. Just because you're not seeing results doesn't mean it's not working. Once again, back to I always like to compare with finances or business, because it's so much easier to see. Let's say you have like a 401k that you're depositing money each month. You can't have access to that yet. Doesn't mean it's not working. It's there somewhere. Eventually you're going to get access to that. Same thing with your body. You're putting the effort, you're putting the work. Deposit. One day you're going to get it. Deposit. One day you get it. Thank you, my love. Always good to see you, Adri. I'll see you tomorrow. And back to what we had to rush through yesterday. Give me 5 more minutes, you guys. This is what we have inside the membership, Stronger Than 40. I love that name. Yeah, because, once again, what we thought about 40-year-old women, they're like, we're slowly decaying. Not us, not on my watch. And here's what I think is the perfect setup so we can get this thing figured out is fresh training every month using minimal equipment. So what I give you is dumbbells, bench, and bands, which is exactly what we're using here. We don't need equipment. If you have a full access to a gym, that's amazing. Go at it, like do it. But you can start with what you have, literally a chair, a dumbbell, and bands. And with time, if you want to like get more stuff, that's fine. We're going to put like a recommended accessory list, all those things, but you can get it done with minimal equipment. You can have all the workouts, all the lessons, all the downloads, all the PDFs, all the like AI prompts that I'm developing, a bunch of things that like are to support you in that journey. We're going to have live coaching calls, not only these workouts we're going to do. So every Monday at this time at 12 p.m., we're going to do a live workout. That's going to be awesome. But we're also going to have live coaching calls that we're going to open up for a specific topic. Let's say you want to know more about HRT. And like I said, I'm going to build this with you. I'll have a bunch of things that I think we need to talk about, but it's an interactive thing. You tell me what you need and I give it to you. We want to talk about HRT. We're going to have a full hour talking about HRT, open up for Q&A, specific questions. I need to provide this to you because I want to see you having results. We're going to have the full nutritional setup. And once again, I can't give you a full meal plan because we're all so different and we're all so unique. And one meal plan, cookie cutter, would not work for us. But I'm going to teach you how to build that for you based on what works, based on the science that works and what the things that are going to be sustainable for you. And also the thing we talked about yesterday, the mindset patterns, that thing is the most important thing. I need you to have your mind set up and ready for this. Not being tossed to and fro, not going all over the place, not quitting. It's like commitment, like a business commitment. We're going to do this. And of course, we're going to have the Amanda Lifestyle community, all private, all like support. Like this calls for me. This fills my cup so much. I'm so happy because this is where magic happens. And it's one of the reasons why I'm planning on opening a gym soon, because I love training one-on-one, but I want to expand that because like when two women are together in a room working on their fitness, magic happens. Imagine 10 of us, 20 of us, 100 of us. God is going to act him so good. And are you ready? I said 3 minutes. You have 3 more minutes. This is what I have to offer you, girls. Stronger Than 40 is open for enrollment. We start today. Oh, actually, sign up today, but we start on Monday, fresh. So if you'd like to sign up, today what you're going to get is today up to the end of this week, but rush. You're going to have the founding members offer locked in for life. So prices are going to increase very soon. Thank you, Kelly. This will change your life. Working with a man has been a lifesaver for me. Thank you, my friend. I'm so blessed to work with you. And you're going to get that price locked in for life, $197 month to month, or $1997 if you want to do the full year. And mind you, if you lock in this week, prices for you will never go up. I don't care if we have another crash, prices are going to be the same. Cross my heart. And also we're going to have next week, if you sign up before this week is over, next Monday when we have our workout call, which is, I'm not going to open, this is not like, this is open for public. Next week we do just for the members. After the workout, we're going to do another full hour of setup call. And what I mean by setup is we're going to go one by one. I don't care if you have 10 ladies. I don't care if you have 100 ladies, one by one. And we're going to go set up your whole fitness life for the next 3 months at least. Or maybe from here to the end of the year. We can do that. Like, I want to know about meal timing. We're going to get together your nutritional plan. We're going to like do a workout strategy in a way that you can be very more specific and effective for your fitness goals, on top of everything that you have available on the program. Okay, and we're going to open for Q&As and all of that. So can I click this? If you are ready to sign up, let me get this right here. Oh, I'd like you to go to this link right here and get your party started. Let me type in here so we can get ready next week. because like I said, I've been working on this for a while. I have so many videos there inside already because I did a soft launch this January and the system wasn't working how I wanted. Like if it's not working how I wanted, I'm not going to put available, like retract, start again. And I have so many videos already, and I'm think so many transformational things can happen when we do this together. I can't wait to have you ladies there inside with me and building this together, and like giving your testimonies like 6 months from now by December. Imagine when you get by Christmas time, or like even by Thanksgiving, you're like leaner, healthier, more energy, feeling like yourself, like you own this. Once again, like I talked about yesterday, people kept asking me why I keep making competitions and doing competitions. Is because when I take care of my fitness that diligently, there's a ripple effect on my life that everything flows so much better. Is like not just aesthetically, like I said, my skin, my hair, everything is better, but my energy, my goals, like I'm driven, I'm committed. I know exactly what I need to do when I wake up. And that is priceless. And that is what I want to offer you inside the system. Thank you, Anne. Thank you, Cindy. Thank you, Natalie. We're wrapping up. Yes, 105. I did it. I'll see you ladies tomorrow. Thank you everybody for coming. This has been amazing. Tomorrow we're going to do abdominal, so core workout, and we're going to talk about nutrition because those two are very connected. I'll see you tomorrow. Thank you everybody for coming. God bless you. Have a beautiful day. Take care. Bye.
Thank you.
Thank you, ladies.
I'll miss you. I'll miss you tomorrow. I have to travel for work, but I will definitely do the. I know, darn that. But I will definitely look at the recording, and I'll go take a look at your site here.
Amazing.
Thanks, Amanda.
Thanks so much. You get everything by email.
Okay, super.
Thank you, ladies. Ciao, amor.